Hello, welcome to Data 7 in the Datapack tutorial series for version 1.21.4. Take note, 0.4. We're going to do a better elevator with camouflage. Now, this is part 1. It's going to be 2 parts, and thank you to GalSergey for the commands. So we've got some improvements. Now, if I stand on it, it will go up. If I keep my finger, I just start jumping though. Okay, so the advantage here is last time we had a cooldown of 1 second, 20 ticks, which means it would take a long time to go down, but now we can just go up, or down rather, up. But you have to let go of the button, so press the button, press the button. Okay, so that's one advantage. Before you would have had to wait a second between each one, no fun. And now we can actually disguise it as well as any block we want. We get the blocks back. Let's grab one of them. Oh, I can't grab one because I'm in the wrong mode. Well, that's not going to help, is it? Let's grab one of them. There we go. Any block you want. Cool. And if we break it, there we go. We get our block back again. Okay. That's what we're going to be making. So in part 1, we're going to be making the working elevator, so it works. And then in part 2, we'll add the camouflage ability, and we'll add the recipe. Okay, so let's get on and build it now. Right, let's start in VS Code with some folders and files. Inside my namespace, new folder, predicate, inside predicate, new file is keypress. That's going to be a JSON. Okay, inside my namespace function, a new folder, elevator, somewhere for me to keep my functions tidy. Inside elevator, new file, down. Just copy that extension. Okay. Well, if we're going to have a down, we'll have an up. New file, let's have effects. Okay. And we'll have a ticking function that's going to tick as the player, so we'll call it player tick. And we want to know if they press a button. Let's have a press check. Well, which button? That's going to check which button they press. We want to have a reset movement. And we want to be able to teleport them, I suppose, as well. Teleport. Okay, I think that's everything we need, and we're going to use load and tick. Right, okay, let's go on and let's do load. If we've forgotten one, we'll just add it later. Okay, the load function. We want a score, which is going to store whether they pressed a key or not, and we want a max distance the elevators can go. So scoreboard, objectives, add is key press. It's going to be a dummy. I'm going to copy that, paste a new one, and put is key press copy. And we're going to be using those two scores. So they have to press the key and let go and press the key again. We don't want them just holding the key. And if they press the key and hold it, we don't want it spamming the command. So that's what those are going to be used for. And we want a max distance the elevator block can check for. Scoreboard objectives add. Let's call this one elevator block the dummy, and we'll have a fake player. Scoreboard players set. Let's call them max distance the elevator block. Let's set it to something like 32. That's the space-ish between your elevators. Let's save that. Let's Control K W, shut down some windows. Okay, let's do tick. Tick we will execute as all players run function player tick. Okay, so all that's doing is running player tick, but it's running it as the players. Let's close that. Let's make our predicate. Let's stop that being a funny colour. Over to Miss Ode. We're going to do an any of check. Any of terms, condition, entity properties, this entity, predicate will be type specific. The type will be a player. That gives us access to the input input, we will check if they are sneaking true. And I'm just going to copy that. Now we've got any of, we're going to be checking for more than one, but I find it quicker to add the extras inside VS Code. So we're going to copy that, take it over here, put it in there, copy that. So at the moment it's checking for any of these conditions. Well, we only have one, input sneak true. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy that condition, copy, put a comma there, and now I'm going to change that sneak to a jump. So now it's checking for any of these two conditions, sneak or jump. Cool. Save that. Close it down. That one's done. Let's go off to the tick function. Tick. Oh, we've done that already. Let's go and do the player tick function then. Player tick. Right. Did the player press a key? Execute store result as a score at S is key press if predicate, does help if you spell things correctly, if predicate key press. Okay, so if we're pressing jump or we're pressing sneak, that's going to stick a 1 in there, or it's going to stick the result in. Then at the end of this we are going to do scoreboard players, an operation at S is key press copy equals at S is key press. Okay, now and in here we're going to do a check for execute if score at S is key press is greater than at at S is key press copy. So they have to let go of the key. They can't keep their finger on the key. They have to let go each time. And if that's true, we'll do at S, and then we'll do a block check if data on the block minus 0.5, so the block just beneath them. We're going to check the lock predicates, open and close, Minecraft custom data, and that is going to be elevator block true or elevator block 1B, and we will align on the y-axis and we will run function press check, save. Okay, let's go off to press check and let's just do say hi, save. Back we go. Let's do a reload. Let's go to our elevator. Now if I just press down, we will see that absolutely nothing happens. Fantastic. Let's go back and see what we've done wrong. Player tick. Okay, don't worry about the little warning there, that's fine. Now it looks alright. Let's just do a little check over. Tick is running player tick as the players, yes. Execute if score at S key press is greater than at S key press copy if block. Now do we want to set this to 1B? It should be the same as true. Let's do a little check anyway. No, didn't think that would change anything. We'll leave it as it is. Let's check we're doing our scores correctly. Execute store result is key press if predicate. Yep. The scoreboard player's operation at S is key press copy equals at S is key press. Well, that looks right as well. Ah, I see it. There it is. Little spelling mistake on predicates. There we go. Let's save that. Well, let's go back. Let's do a reload. Okay, I press down and I'm holding it. We just run high once. If I let go, press it again. There we go, it repeats. And if I go up as well, the same thing. Cool. Okay. Well, I suppose we'll do press check next. Saying hi is pretty useless. So we want to set the distance. We'll store on the player the maximum distance we're going to check. So let's do scoreboard players operation, and then actually let's not store it on this player, let's store it as a fake player. Fake player we'll call distance. No point storing on each player. Elevator block. Oh, got a little space there. Will equal max distance elevator block. Okay. If the player is sneaking, we want to go down. If the player is jumping, we want to go up. So execute if predicate, and we'll just write the predicate in here. Or okay, let's do it in misode. Predicate, let's refresh, let's do it from the beginning, reset to default. We'll have entity properties, entity this, predicate player specific for, or type specific for a player, input sneak equals true. There's that. Let's change it to minified. Let's copy that. Let's take it back and put that in there as our predicate. So if they are sneaking, we will do positioned. Now they're going to be going down. So let's go down, I don't know, -3, because there's not going to be any elevators in that. And we'll do function. We better say run function, otherwise it won't be happy. Run function. And where are we going? We're going down, so we'll put down. And I'm going to copy that. Control copy. And paste it in there. Now we're not going to be going down, we're going to be going up. And our predicate will be checking for jump instead. And instead of starting -3, we'll start +3. Save. Okay, in up, let's do say up. And in down, let's do say down. Let's save that. Let's go back. Let's do a reload. Let's press down, down, down. Let's press up, up, up. Nice. Okay, well, saying up and down is pretty useless. So let's go off. Well, since we're standing on the ground, we'll do up first. Let's do the up. Right. We will scoreboard. Players. Remove from our fake player distance from their elevator block 1. Then we want to do a teleporter check. We want to do a message if it can't find an elevator. And we want a loop. So teleport. Execute if block data. Execute if, the other way around, isn't it? Data block coordinates -1. And we'll do our lock.predicates. Open and close. Minecraft custom data. Open and close curlies. Elevator block. I haven't said true. True. Well, that's a mistake that would have taken me ages to find. Run, and we'll exit the function. Return. Return. Run. And we'll run a function. Oh dear me, I'm sorry about the spelling mistakes today. Teleport. Okay. However, if we keep taking 1 off distance elevator block, which was 32, so if that runs out, we want to show them a message. So let's do execute if score distance elevator block matches less than 0, then we will run, return, run, and we'll do a title at that player on the action bar, and let's do some text and a color. The text will be no elevator block was found, and it's a warning, so let's do it in red. On the other hand, so if it didn't find a block and the score hasn't run out yet, we just want to run again, but we want to position ourselves up a little bit. So we will do execute positioned 1, run function up, save. Okay, that looks all right. Yep. So let's go off to teleport. Teleport. What are we going to do? Well, we're going to play some effects. So execute at S, run function effects. So that's where the player is. Then we're going to summon an area effect cloud. Execute summon area effect cloud. And at the same time we're summoning it, we're going to save its position, run data modify storage. Let's call it id temp pos.y set from entity at s pos 1. That at s there is referring to the area effect cloud. So we're summoning it and running a command at it in the same command. Now we'll teleport the player. Function, we'll do reset movement with storage id temp and pos, because that will give us access to the .y just there. And we'll do some effects. So we've done effects where they were leaving from, and we're going to do some effects where they arrive. Save that. Let's go off to, what do we got here? Reset movement, reset movement. We're being passed a Y. Let's teleport the player to that Y. TP at S coordinates, the Y coordinates. Save that. Let's go back. Let's do a reload. What happens if I press up? No elevator block was found. These old ones with wrong data. That is a possibility. Let's check to see if we've made a mistake first. So we're going up at the moment, aren't we? There we go. I see a mistake straight away on our elevator block tree. You know, each time I type this, I know I'm going to type it wrong at some point. Should have just called it lift. Elevator. Or twice even. So let's save that. Let's go back. Let's do a reload. No elevator block was found. Oh, I was happy. I was happy. I thought that was the only mistake. I thought it was a nice easy one. Does it have to be 1B again? Again, I'm sure 1B is exactly the same as true. Oh, but that time it worked. Okay, maybe it's because we saved it ourselves. We defined it as 1B rather than it being a Boolean check. Okay. Up, up. Well, I can go up. We've got no effects. This time I have remembered it's because I haven't filled in the effects yet. So let's fill in the effects. I think we pretty much always use the same ones, don't we? Effects. What do we normally have? Particle. Pardon? Particle. Reverse portal. At those coordinates, but we lift it up a little bit, and we normally have 0.2, 0.5, 0.2, speed of 0.1, and a count of, let's just do 10. And let's have a sound, play sound, teleport, entity player teleport. I should get in the habit of using the namespaces. I know, let's put that in there, let's be good. Use the namespaces if they're there. And we'll play it for the player, and we'll play it for all players. So we're playing it on the player channel, sorry, for all players. Now the rest I'm going to keep as default, so that would be at those coordinates. Volume of 1, a pitch of 1, a minimum volume of 0. Well, those are all the defaults, so let's just leave them off. Let's save that. Let's go back. Let's do a reload. Let's jump off. Cool. We are going up. Nice, nice. And I suppose we just need to do down then, really, don't we? Down. So let's go to up. And let's do that thing where we copy the entire function and then make loads of mistakes as we try and correct it. Down. Now, I'm pretty sure, actually, this is all the same. So we can remove one from the block. Yes, we're going to do that. If we find a block, yeah, we're going to teleport. That seems okay. If the distance runs out, we'll display a message. And instead of executing position one block higher, we will execute position one block lower. And the big check, don't go up, go down. There we go, save. I think that's all we need to change. Let's do a reload and see if we can get back down. We can indeed. Okay, these are cool. Do you know what? I'm very tempted to add these to my world. I am. Right, that is going to be the end of part 1. So tomorrow, what we'll do is we'll continue and we'll make it so we can craft a recipe and we can put blocks over the top to camouflage it. We'll add... Oh, obviously it doesn't work because we haven't added that. Now, if you can't wait until tomorrow, well, then you're very impatient, but you can also download the Datapack because the Datapack for today's lesson will have everything in it. It will be complete. Today's Datapack will be the same as tomorrow's. It will be the full finished product. So if you really can't wait, you can just download that. Okay, that's it for today. Thanks to GalSergey for these commands and for tomorrow's. And I will see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.